Hey guys, I'm out here cleaning up my 1969 Chevy C10 step-side bed truck. Actually, I've washed all the vehicles sitting out in the front yard in between showers. But the reason I was concerned about this one the most, I was wanting to get it good and clean and dry. I'm going to put it in the garage, and if there's any water, it'll be dried up time I'm ready for it. But I'm going to put penetrol oil on it. And if you're interested in that stuff, if you'll subscribe and keep up with my channel, I'll be putting a penetrol on it. And the linseed oil I put on it has pretty much faded away for the most part. You can still see it's still kind of blackish, but it's pretty much faded away. And I took some flat black primer and kind of went over a few spots because I don't know why I did that. To be honest with you, I just thought it would look better. But black is like white. It's real hard to match. And anyway, it's good. This is what I call a shop truck. As I said, I cleaned it up real good. Took the floor mats out and cleaned them, washed them. Kind of cleaned up my spare tire, probably so somebody will steal it now for sure, because it looked like crap before. And show you this side. And I was going to show you, a long time ago I made a video about problem areas to look for on square body Chevy trucks like this 1978 Chevy C10 truck, old Dookie. I'm going to show you some areas that I think if you're interested in a 69 through 72, that you might be interested in looking at some of these problematic areas that are pretty common in most trucks anyway, as old as this is. What is this, 69, 70, 89, 40 years old, 50? So 50, it's 50 years old. So anyway, I'm going to show you a few areas that I think you need to look at if you're thinking about buying one of these trucks. I'd check real good around the doors. And I've already put a new rocker on here, so that was a problem area too. And if I'm not mistaken, I had some cab corners put on. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, new rockers. And I said, oh, dang, I meant to tell you this. If you watched my last video, at the end of the video I asked the question, what is this X from? It's from the 70s. It's from a Gremlin X. They were made by AMC. You'd have to be kind of an older guy like me probably to get it. But I had one or two, one I know, that come up with a real good answer. But that was incorrect. It's a Gremlin X. They had plain old Gremlins, and then the X, just kind of picture it as okay, in my opinion, like an Impala or an Impala SS. The X was the sportier version. And a lot of times, if you look up Gremlins, you'll see them. There's a lot of them on YouTube, and by golly, I wish I had one, but because they were real good little cars by AMC. But a lot of them had 304s in them. Man, they were the boss. I'm saying, I used to ride in them when I was younger. I'm an older guy. I guess you figured that out. Oh, I meant to tell you this too. Before I forget, I got me a 350 emblem. I'm going to paint it and put it on the passenger side where it's missing one. This truck is mismatched from different years, and so if you get to looking at it, you'll see holes and stuff. This is what got me on these 67 through 72 trucks, is along where the sun visors are, there's rust. If you're thinking about buying one of these top trucks, make sure you look up in this area, because they are prone to this, and I did not know it. I mean, I didn't have a clue. If you're sitting inside the truck, I mean, you're kind of looking around in this area. I never thought to look up here. So that's something you might want to look at. Now, I've had some that's better than this and a lot worse than this. So, I'm happy with it. It doesn't bother me none, because I'm not going to restore this truck. This is what I call a shop truck. So this is one of the biggest areas I would check first is up in here and see if it's got rust issues. I mean, it can be fixed, but that's just going to add to your budget of how much you can spend. And I'm on a limited budget, so I just spend as little as I can. I don't know that I'll ever fix this. So I'm just going to leave it as is and drive it. This old truck drives really good. And see what else. Might want to check your heater for leaks to see if the floor is rotten in that area there on the passenger side. Let's see what else. Of course, you need to look under your doors. And as you can see, there's some blue here. This truck has got some newer model doors on it, and the fender is a newer model, like a 71, 72. It's all, I don't know what this story is on this truck, but I did know it used to have a 454 in it, big block back in the day. I don't know who put it in, but I bought it, didn't have a motor and transmission at all, and it sure didn't look like what it does right now. It looked much worse. Also, check your fenders in the corners here, and let's see what else. As you can see, there's a little bit of rust coming up here. I've had the cab corners and stuff like that done. As you can see, I've had all that fixed. And if you're on a budget and you're trying to buy some door rubber, because this one didn't have any, I went to the junkyard and got some door rubber from a Dodge. It was a D100. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But it fit on here really well, really good. And I put this on, and I think I done a pretty good job. I mean, it stopped a lot of the wind noise and stuff, and I glued it on there with some Gorilla Glue, and saved me a whole bunch of money as far as weather stripping goes. Some of this stuff they're kind of proud of, and as I said, I'm on a budget. To have as many vehicles as I do, everything I have is on a budget. I spend a little bit here, a little bit there, and save for what else that I need. So anyway, thought I might help you out on that too. Anyway, make sure you check your cab corners and doors, as I said, fenders, and above the window visors. And I'll show you some places in here. This old truck, as I said, it's a pretty old truck, and I guess it's had a story to tell. Look down in here around your radiator and stuff. See, I got a hole right here that I'll get fixed sometime when I can afford it. I'll have Tim at GasX fix it for me. And he's fixed some areas over here too. Where this battery sets, the acid runs down, and you get some rust areas in here. I guess you can see all that. Make sure you check these areas real good. If you're not familiar with these type trucks, I was always into 57s, stuff like that, but I got into these trucks too, 69s and 67s and stuff, and I got to where I kind of learned where to check, because nobody told me. And make sure your caulking is in real good shape. I've got to do some work around my caulking here to keep from leaks coming up in here too. Make sure you got some good caulking. I need to do some refresher, because I do have a small leak on the inside of the cab on a hard rain. Now this truck doesn't set out in the rain, but hardly ever. So I discovered I had a leak, and I'm going to have to get on that. And also I need a new windshield too. So, but that's not I don't know if it's leaking up in here the most or what. This rubber looks pretty good, so it might be down around this area that I'm getting my leak into the dash and into the floorboard. But make sure you check the floorboards out real good. Don't let somebody try to take advantage of you, and you spend a bunch of money that really you could have got it much less, or maybe found a better one. I don't know what y'all's budgets are, and if you can buy one already fixed, hey, I'm proud for you, but I'm not that way. I have to just save and pick and look and do my best to try to find parts for stuff like this. And unlike I started to say that song, unlike that old Dookie truck, the 78, where there's rust up in there, I haven't seen any rust on my trucks up in this area. So every model has a different area that's prone to rust So just make sure you check all that out really well. As I said, old Dookie's got, I've had three 78 Chevy trucks, and this truck right here is outstanding for showing you where to look, because there's a whole bunch of places that you need to look if you're buying a square body. Same with these here. You just need to kind of know where to look. I'm just kind of giving you a ballpark of things. If you're thinking about buying one of these trucks, if you found one on Craigslist or someplace like that, or Marketplace, I just want you to be aware of the places to look for. I don't want you to get stuck with something that maybe you're going to be unhappy with and wish you hadn't got it. And if you're like me, sometimes you lay awake nights wondering, why did I do that? Why didn't I look, or something? So trying to give you a heads up, and hopefully I can help somebody out on this, because I'm kind of, a few years ago I was new to this type truck too, 67 through 72s, and I've got a really good neighbor friend that has helped me out tremendously. And I'll tell you what, if it hadn't been for him, I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would, and leave me a comment. And if you like those little things where I'm showing you an emblem or something, if you like me doing that kind of stuff, I've got a whole bunch of old stuff. If you'd like to participate and maybe leave a comment and a guess of what you think it is, I would appreciate it. And hope y'all have a good day. I'm having a great day myself. Just glad to be alive. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you later.